Java Lessons and More. I'm your host, Evan Gonchor. Doing it on the mobile device this time just due to time constraints and because it's not super needed. This will be another quick one. It's not super needed to do it on the computer. So hopefully we'll be back next time on the computer. But just due to time constraints, I just want to show this cool thing. So if we create a public class collection, and then we have a private string, and that should be a capital S, of objects, then what you can do is say public, and again you can see the visual on YouTube, but you can say public, what do we want to call it? Collection, sorry. It's the same name as the class. I don't know if it has to be, but that's how I have it in my notes. And then string, and then here's the new part here, which is why it's not really worth necessarily creating a whole big thing about this. It's just a ... So it's in parentheses, you put ... and that creates a way for it to be a variable length array. So we'll say items. I think that makes more sense. Try not to use the same stuff as I have in my notes. So objects equals items, semicolon, and that's it. So it's a very simple piece of code, and it's very powerful. And if you'd want to print this out, you would create a public string, two-string method like we did before, where you'd start with the string and you'd give it a name, and then it would just contain a blank. And then you can just iterate over it by doing for string you can call this whatever you want, item, I guess, in objects, and that should be a lowercase o up above there. Remember, you don't need curly brackets, although they are nice. Then you would just say name is equal to name plus equals item, and then you can create a spacing if you want. You would just concatenate that spacing. You can go back to my first lesson, and then you would just return name. But that's not really what I was getting at here. What I was getting at here is just wanted to just make the quick distinction between this and a regular list by saying that what am I trying to say here? That if you were to go into a main, and that's public static void main string args, but again, I'm just kind of wanting to demonstrate this concept without overdoing it. And you were to create a collection, we'll just call this parts, collection of parts 1, and then we'll have a collection of parts 2, basically what that's going to do is, if you say new collection, in parentheses, then you can add any number of strings, like tires, axles, and then it'll allow different numbers of things. So this one, you could have just one thing or three things, but I think you get the idea. So this one you could have nails, I don't know, paper clips, and what else? Pencils. But anyway, I think you get the concept. Don't want to overdo it. Again, I wanted to keep this one simple. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something. That's the main thing. Just, again, can't teach you everything, but can pass along some knowledge to help get you started. And then hopefully you will either see or hear me with another Java lesson again soon.